And now to the energy sector, Farouk Ahmed has resigned as the managing director of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. The resignation comes amid corruption allegations levied against him by the chairman of the Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote. In a statement issued on Wednesday, presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga confirmed the development, adding that Gbenga Komolafe has also stepped down as chief executive of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. Onanuga said President Bola Tinubu has forwarded the names of two nominees to the Senate for confirmation as replacements. The president has asked lawmakers to expedite the confirmation of Oritsemeyiwa Eyesan as a chief executive officer of the NUPRC and Saidu Mohammed as the new head of the NMDPRA. Let's get some insight, shall we, to give us a bit of perspective on this latest development. We're joined by Petroleum engineer Dr Alex Neyin. He joins me live virtually. Dr. Neyin, many thanks for joining us. Appreciate you for coming on. Were you surprised that both CEOs of both MDAs have now resigned?
Well, it's no surprise. Correction, I'm engineer Alex Neyin. I don't have a PhD, but participate in academics and all that. But to face it, both men did well by stepping down. That is how it should be. When you have an allegation of that magnitude, you get out of the scene. I'm glad Dangote has been able to come out boldly to do what most Nigerians will not do. This mess of corruption within the oil industry has been on since time immemorial. I came back to this country in 1979. Check from 1979 till now, one form of corruption or the other in the industry. And no government has been able to turn around and say, let's bite this hydra-headed problem. Nobody did. So it's a problem. And all of us know that this has been the trend all over. So I'm glad that they step down and they give room. Let the government now take it upon themselves to do proper investigation and give proper punishment for people who steal money if they found them guilty.
Right.
So I think this is the right thing that has happened.
I mean,
Dangote has done well by coming out, throwing the bombshell on the ground, which no Nigerian has summoned themselves at that level to do, because he has points.
So you believe that the allegations from Aliko Dangote might be linked or is linked to the resignations of both CEOs?
Oh, definitely. Definitely, it's a time bomb. It's a time bomb to everybody. So whether they like it or not, they just have to go.
Right. Now, these allegations of corruption are quite heavy. And as you said in the opening statement there, that it's somewhat of a clock or a situation that have always trailed the oil and gas sector repeatedly over the years. I mean, you cited as far back as the 1970s. And so one has to ask about why this is peculiar to Nigeria and why did it take so long, what does this mean for the future? Do you think that the right agencies, there'll be proper investigations starting from the Senate all the way down to the craft agencies like the EFCC or ICPC to look into this matter? And what will it take?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, 100 miles journey starts with a step. So let us get back to doing what we should be doing all these years, which we have not. And I still believe the chances are there. Somebody should bite the bullet, and let this thing go on. Those who are found guilty, look at all the stealing and everything. Nobody has been jailed. It's always compromise upon compromise. We can't continue like this. Some people must.
We seem to have lost our guest there due to network connectivity.
Somebody must come out and be made a scapegoat for others to learn before you know it. And the same people circulating themselves all over the place. No challenge. No, they just have to. We have to do the needful.
Right.
We have to. We have no choice.
All right, and we hope that this will set the ball rolling in terms of investigations and looking to these allegations. But I do have to just bring to your attention, the new nominees now that the names have now been put forward to the Senate to do their proper screening and approval. Can you tell us more about these individuals? What do you know about them, and do you think that they are the right fit to fill in this role? And what's at stake here if they take up the mantle of these positions of CEOs?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, the fellows they picked, they have good track records. At least for now, they've not been visibly held for anything. The lady, for example, that left, it was just political. She has just barely 9 months to go. But you see, when you refuse to cooperate in what people are doing, you'll be labeled. And that's the Nigerian thing. In any of the system, if you decide to be stony-headed and say, no, I'm not going to, they will give you names. By the time you know it, they throw you out. After they've thrown you out, somebody will sit down and say, let's look back on it. Because for her to be brought back now by the president, they must have done some investigation and see that she was unjustly thrown out. So I think the Senate will be able to drill them properly and let them go to work. And I hope they will stand their grounds, because I know them. I just hope that they should interview them properly, and the president should give them strict mandate. Should be tailored accordingly. We need to change this whole scenario.
Right.
Some of us will be talking and talking for years.
Right.
Nobody is listening.
Right.
You cannot continue to run a corrupt nation and expect to get good results. It can't happen. Particularly the oil industry. It's not meant for people selling Gary. Look at the minister that is being made defense. Blank in terms of defense. You made him a minister. And there are several other ministerial positions there that some blank people are sitting in. There are some jobs you don't even use politics to appoint. It got to be on merit and credibility. Right. Petroleum.
Yeah.
Law, like justice, finance. All these are critical areas. You don't just carry anybody and throw it to those places.
Right. And Engineer, I do have to just add here that critics have also argued that the oil and gas sector is by far one of the most important, if not the important, when it comes to revenue, right? And as we're going into 2026, if there's one thing that the president needs more than ever, it's electoral credibility going into the election season. And whether or not these positions will help him achieve that, only time will tell. I must say thank you for taking out the time to join us, Engineer Alex. It's been quite insightful.